Jordan McNeish.
Jordan McNeish, 1800 Jefferson Park Avenue. Hello, Mayor Huja, councilors. Most of you already know that I'm here to present a resolution against the war on drugs, specifically marijuana. It should be in your email. When I came to council a few meetings ago, I was pleasantly surprised to hear that most people on this council were sympathetic to the cause of marijuana decriminalization. I immediately started working on a resolution, and have had input from marijuana advocacy groups, concerned citizens, and even input from you. I'm here today to ask Mayor Huja to put it on council's agenda. I'll take this opportunity to ask everyone here that supports this resolution to stand. Here's the text of the resolution. Calling on the Governor and Virginia General Assembly to revisit laws regarding cannabis. Whereas scientific and medical studies have repeatedly found that any effect marijuana has on users and those around them is significantly more benign than the effects of alcohol. And whereas any adverse effects of marijuana are greatly overshadowed by the adverse effects of current Virginia marijuana laws and penalties. And whereas Virginia made 19,764 marijuana-related arrests in 2009 alone, and Virginian taxpayers are burdened annually with the cost of the resultant prosecutions, supervisions, and incarcerations. And whereas public opinion has steadily shifted in favor of marijuana decriminalization or legalization, and for the first time there are more Americans who support marijuana law reform than there are those who favor keeping it illegal. And whereas in Virginia, recreational smokers found with 1/2 ounce of marijuana or more may be erroneously charged with intent to distribute, without any evidence the marijuana was intended for distribution. And whereas the Dillon Rule limits the ability of Charlottesville City Council to enact an ordinance regarding marijuana possession. Now, therefore, let it be resolved that Charlottesville City Council recognizes that marijuana offenses in which cannabis is intended for adult personal use and intoxicated driving is not involved should be Charlottesville's lowest law enforcement priority. Law enforcement should perform all other duties before using valuable time and resources pursuing possible marijuana violations. Those limited resources should be directed primarily toward violent and serious crime, rather than nonviolent cannabis users. When citizens are found in violation of state marijuana laws, viable alternatives to incarceration should be implemented whenever possible and should receive adequate funding. Also be it resolved that Council call on the Virginia General Assembly and the Governor of Virginia to revisit sentencing guidelines that merit jail terms for simple possession, do away with rules that suppose intent to distribute without evidence, and give due consideration to sponsored state bills that would decriminalize, legalize, or regulate marijuana like alcohol.
Thank you. So let's see the